welcome back to my channel. So I've been looking around to find a new spot to start digging. By the way, I'm at the Princeton dump again, and I stumbled upon this little area here, and there's tons of much older looking beer bottles, and I'm pretty sure these bottles are all blob tops. So hopefully, with any luck, well, that looks pretty old. Oh yeah, with any luck I should be able to find some really good stuff here. Alright, I'll be back if I find anything. Alright, I was just scraping away the leaves to try and figure out if anyone's dug here before. And chances are this has been dug out already. But I just found a small bottle with a bunch of tiny bubbles in it. So there's a possibility that this might have not been dug through yet. Alright, I'll be back with the next find. Alright, I figured out, or at least I think I might have figured out the story of this dump. So, as you saw, well, I was back that way, a ways, and there was a couple broken blob tops on the ground, you know, stuff like that. But there was nothing complete that was big. When I come over here, there's more of this really old broken stuff. Some bricks piled up here, a piece of insulator on the surface. So I think that oh, there's better than old torpedo soda over here. And that would have been nice. I think that previous people that were digging here dug out this ridge line here. The camera doesn't give it justice. It's actually pretty steep going back that way. I think they really worked on this edge here. So I'm sure there's probably more stuff along this embankment because it goes on that way, so I might start digging down that way a bit. Hopefully I can find some of the really nice stuff they found. Alright, I'll be back with the next find. Hey everyone, I'm really excited right now. As you can see, I opened up a new pit up along where they used to do bottles along here, and I think they left quite a lot of stuff. So there's the ash layer on the surface, which from what I've seen is about 1950 something back into the late 20s, mid 30s. Below that is a sort of mystery layer. I don't really know. There's kind of like clay dirt, so I think that was the previous cap. And below that there's lots of slate, which is like right below the clay cap. So I think below that slate there's going to be lots of old bottles, like the really good ones. I've been pulling out a couple nice pieces of milk like this, and a couple of slick crown tops. But I think this place may have some serious potential. And I just spotted this, and I think that may be an insulator. I think it's complete. Yes, it is complete. Alright, that's the first keeper of the day. It has some markings on it. Let me just clean this whole thing off first. I got new gloves, as you can see, so it's kind of hard to do camera stuff just because they're so big, like for scale. Like they're actually huge compared to my hands. It says something on it. Let me turn this around. It says, let me get this to focus real quick. I can't actually read what it says. So if you know what those markings mean, it might be, I don't actually know. So if you know what those markings mean, please tell me in the comments below. But that's a nice older looking insulator. The glaze is beautiful. It's got like this sort of reddish brown. So yeah, that's a really nice first find. Alright, I'll be back with the next find. I think I got my first bottle of the day. I'm sorry I didn't get like the extraction on video. I literally just flicked it out, landed here. Let me just put this back in the hole where it was. It was right there. I thought it was like a broken med. Flicked it out. Let me prop you up here real quick. Hope that works well. Try and clean this off right in front of you. It looks like it's... Ooh! Okay, it actually says something on it. I'm gonna clean off the other 3 sides first. Okay, this is actually a really, really nice one. On the front it says... Let me wipe it off again. It says... CAWS Cause Inc. New York. Hopefully you can see that there. Here you go, and it is blown in a mold. Oh gosh, this is a really nice bottle. I haven't found many good blown inks, so, and actually I've never found an ink with box plate looking embossing like that. That's a really, really nice inkwell. And I'm not even that, I mean, I guess I'm like, if you're going from the scale of the height of the dump, it's probably 4 or 5 feet deep, but I mean, from the hole is really not that deep. That's a really, really nice one. Alright, I'll be back with the next find. Alright, a couple nice pieces of glass came out. There's part of a nice blob here. I think that might have been one of the old listed mink bottles. And there's also a couple other thin shards here. Yeah, I really think this is the right layer to be in. Unfortunately, a lot of it's broken, but I guess that's to be expected. Alright, I'll be back with the next find. Alright, I just popped out my second blown in the mold bottle. It's a little amber med. It's really tiny and skinny, I mean thin. And it just popped right out of the wall here, so hopefully there's a couple more substantial bottles in here. Alright, I'll be back with the next find. Alright, I see what I think is an old bottle, although I don't know if it's that old because it seems to have a paper label on there. Oh, that came out pretty easily. Oh, geez, that's actually... Hold up. No, that's actually old. Oh, gosh. Yeah, that's really old. Still has some of the label. I can't make out much of it. Hold on. Let me brush this off real quick. I'm sorry. I thought this was like rust. I have to be careful with this one. Alright, it says director or direction. Probably said directions. And at the bottom I can make out the words light brown right down there. So that's a really, really interesting bottle. It's old too. That's my third blown in a mold bottle today, so that's really nice. Alright, I'll be back with the next find. Alright, it's been like 5 seconds since I put the last bottle I found down, and I look right down and it looks like part of an old pipe bowl. That just shows the age of this place. Alright. To date, I've never found a pipe bowl in a dump. I found a part of a pipe bowl along the Delaware River once, but that is it. So I'm probably not going to keep it because it's not complete, but I'll put it off to the side just in case. Alright, that's really cool. Okay, I'll be back with the next find. Alright, I spotted a little cork top. I'm going to get it out for you here. I can't tell if it's machine made or not. No, it's not machine made. And it's not slick either. Hold on, let me clean this off. It says Burnett. Boston. I'm pretty sure it's blown in a mold. Yeah, this one's blown in a mold. So that's pretty nice. It's higher up than I expected. As you can see, there's a lot of debris coming back, and there's a crack forming there, so it's going to collapse soon. So I should probably start cleaning out a lot of the dirt to try and get this thing to last. Alright, I'll be back with the next find. Alright, I was digging behind me here to try and get out some of this dirt, and popped out this nice bottle. This one's also blown in a mold. It's got a beautiful aqua color to it, as you can see there. So that's really nice. Alright, it's kind of a shame I haven't found any blob tops yet, but I could pull blown meds all day and I'd be happy. So this is going really well so far. Alright, I'll be back with the next find. Alright, I was digging out this back wall here because, let me find one real quick. Oh yeah, I've been finding tons of blob tops, but just the tops right under here, and an insulator almost whacked me in the hand. Alright, let's clean this off here. It's got some beautiful glaze on it. Oh man, it's busted at the bottom. That's a real shame. I'm gonna have to leave it. But that's some crazy glaze. Doesn't look like there's any embossing or debossing. Alright. I'll be back with the next find. I found my first marble of the day. It looks like a pretty nice one. It's like a light baby blue color with some reddish orange stripes. That's pretty nice. Alright, I'll be back with the next find. Alright, it's getting pretty late. The sun's gonna go down in a couple minutes actually. So I think this might have actually been my last find here. And I'm actually gonna have to leave it until I get like the proper stuff to treat this. This is a really awesome wall mount, metal wall mount for a pair of insulators, like the ones I have right over there. So that's actually a really cool find. Oh, never mind, that's just a root. Alright, I'll be back if I find anything else. Otherwise, I'll be back with a wrap up. Alright, sorry about the brightness. I just spotted a med here. Hold on, I'm gonna turn you off and turn on the brightness. There we go, I hope that's a bit better. I spotted this med here. I think it's machine made. Oh, let's see, ooh, it's embossed. Let me check again if it's machine made. You know, I can't really tell if it's machine made or not. I think it is though. I mean, the line goes right up to the neck, so maybe not. But it does say something cool on it. Let me try and wipe this off proper for you here. It says Briner. I'll have to look up what Briner means when I get home. That's a nice bottle. Alright, I'll be back if I find anything else. Well, actually, scratch that. I want to show you one more thing, just in case I don't get this in before the end of the video. So as I said before, I was finding a lot of blob tops, but just the tops over there. So let's count them up here, how many I found. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different blobs without the bottles. That's kind of a shame, but that just shows what could be in here. Alright, I'll be back. I just spotted a really nice cork top bottle here. Looks aqua. I'm gonna pull it out for you live here. Here it comes. Hopefully it's complete. Oh yes, it's complete. That looks like a nice one. Oh, it's one of the Atwood jaundice bitters, I believe. Yep, Atwood's jaundice bitter. Moose Atwood, Moses Atwood, and George Atwood. I haven't found one of these before. I mean, I have one, but somebody gave it to me. And this looks like the older kind, actually. Yeah, it's definitely blown in a mold. And it looks perfectly complete. Alright, that's a nice, almost into the day. I saw something else little there, made out of glass. Ooh, oh no, that's gonna be busted, isn't it? Yep. Hold on, where's the cork? Alright. I think I actually have one of these types of bottles. The one that's broken. It had the cork in it, so now I can put almost the original cork in mine, so that's a really nice find. Alright, I'll be back if there's another one. Alright, I'm back home and I have everything cleaned up. So I was actually surprised with the amount of good stuff we got. I was expecting to pull a bunch of stuff from, you know, the 50s and 40s, just because that's, most of the stuff that I found in that dump is from that time period. But luckily we struck it rich. I struck it rich with the old early 1900s, late 1800s section of the dump. I'll start off with the first find of the day was actually the beautiful porcelain insulator. Still can't make out the letters. I think there's a P. It might be Pinco. Don't know for sure. But it has a beautiful glaze on it. That's the main reason why I kept it. And what was the next find? I think the second find was actually, oh yeah, the second find was this really nice, Cause ink. Now, from my understanding, this was made between, the 1880s and about 1928 or so. So that's a really nice one. I think this might have been one of the older ones. Of course, you saw the tiny amber med. The bottle that had the sticker label on it, it might have actually been the oldest bottle I pulled out of the dump today, or actually yesterday. As you can see, it has a lot of ground standing on it. I believe this might actually be the residue of the glue. And it is an awesome looking bottle. It's really, like, you can't understand unless you're here in person. Like, this looks really, really, really old, like older than anything else here. It wouldn't surprise me if this dated from the 1870s, just because of what the way it's made and how crude it is. So that's really, really nice. Further towards the end, I got the Burnett's bottle from Boston. It's a nice blown in a mold. Don't know if it'll turn purple or not. I also got the Briner. This was actually higher up than most of the other bottles. This was in the ash layer. So I'm kind of surprised that it's complete, but it's a pretty nice medicine bottle. I mean, I haven't seen one of these before. And I got you saw this in the beginning, the tiny bottle I found while I was just kind of looking around to find a spot to dig. I got the little, I don't actually know what sort of bottle this might have been. Maybe med, maybe condiment. Don't really know, but this is, it has a really crude neck, as you can see there. So that's a really nice one. And probably, I kind of did like 3-star finds of the day. It was the ink, the really old looking one, and the Atwood jaundice bitters with the applied top, or rolled lip actually. The one I have is machine made, and I don't actually have one of this size, so It's a really nice bottle. See, I actually thought this was going to be incomplete just from when I first saw it. But yeah, that's a really nice bottle. I also had the marble, and I had a stopper and a button, but I lost those. If I find them, then I'll post a picture. Otherwise, this is going to be the end of the video. Alright, thanks for watching.